I remember very many days ago when I was a small child, and every time when I wanted something, I would always ask my parents, and I wanted it there. Now, this is what my grandmother always used to tell me, that when you want something, it is not a must that you get it there. And this does not matter whether you had been promised or not. But you know, kids, you want something, you want it there. Not tomorrow. You want it at that particular moment. And that is what used to happen. And I don't think I was different from any other child. I was not. I was just a normal child growing up like any other child in the village. Now, my grandmother told me one thing, that many times when you want something, little bad, you're not going to get it there. But when you don't want something, little bad, chances are that you're going to get it. And whatever you ask, you can either get it there at that particular moment when you want it, or rather when you expect it. Or you can be told to wait 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week, 1 month, 1 year. But there's a promise, and you're promised that you're going to get whatever you want. Sometimes you can ask for something and you don't get it. And this does not matter whether you had been promised or not. You will ask, you'll keep on asking, but you're not going to get it. That is in real life. But some of the things that happen in real life, they also happen in our businesses. What am I talking about? I'm specifically talking about payments. I talk about payments a lot because if you have done your work, you expect to be paid. We have said this many times. Before you start doing any work for anyone, whether supplying goods, offering services, selling digital downloads, or even software, it is important that you have a contract and have a binding contract. We know there are very many business people who are crooks. It does not matter whether you have a binding contract or not. They will not abide by it. But to be on the safe side, have a contract that you can always fall back to. When you start offering your services or selling your goods or your digital downloads or software, not being paid is the last thing that you'd expect. Because when con men and con women come calling, they have sweet tongues. You will get the feeling that money is not their problem. That is the kind of thing that they are going to display. Money is the least of their problems. They have money. What they don't have is people to supply them with goods, provide them with services, digital downloads, or software. They have that kind of confidence. And you, because you really want that business, you will let your guards down. Have a contract. At least you can always take action based on your contract. In another video, we are going to talk about what a binding contract entails. Have your lawyer in place. Let the lawyer advise you on what you should do, the contents that should be there in your contract. Because some of the contracts are not enforceable. They are not. Some of the contracts you cannot enforce. However, there is something called an oral contract. If you are able to prove that for all intent and purpose, there was a contract, it is still binding. But again, to be on the safe side, have a written contract because it is going to be your word against their word. When you're talking about goods, it is not so much of a problem. But when you're talking about services that were delivered, you know, a service, there is nothing tangible. You cannot see it, you cannot feel it, you cannot touch it. It becomes very difficult to prove that there is anything that you delivered. And yet you spent all your time delivering services to a client. Now, we have three kinds of clients or customers. These are the people who purchase what we sell. We have those kind of customers or clients who will pay you what they promised. They are going to pay you the amount they promised. They are going to pay you on time, as long as you deliver your part of the bargain. Those are good clients. Every single day, we cry and we pray that we get such kind of clients or customers. The second kind of clients or customers are those ones who will give you a contract, a tender or whatever they ask you to deliver, whether it is goods, services, digital downloads or software, but they're not going to keep their part of the bargain, in that they are not going to pay you when they promise to pay you. They may also not pay you the correct amount, that is the amount you had agreed, but they will promise to pay you, and they are going to keep their promise. Not the first promise, another promise. And this can be probably because they have not received their money, or they have a problem with what you supplied and they need to countercheck against the contract. There is the third type of clients or customers. These ones, they have no intention under the moon, the stars, and the sun to pay you. They will give you a contract. In that contract, you are going to be asked to supply goods at very good prices. You are going to be asked to supply services at very good prices. You may also be asked to supply digital downloads at very good prices, or even software at very good prices. But they have no intention of ever paying you. These are the ones who come around with sweet tongues. They will promise you heaven, but they will take you through hell. There are very many. And the worst thing is, you cannot be able to tell who is who. And there's always the question, how can I know that someone is a con man or a con woman? This is a customer or a client. Many times, you cannot be able to tell outright. But as you continue delivering your goods or your services, there are some red flags. There are some things that you can be able to pick. One of the things that you can pick is that those people tend to be over-friendly. What they are doing is that they are studying you. They want to understand the kind of a person that you are. What is it that you can do to them if they do not pay your money? They sit down, they study you. And once they study you, they will decide on whether they are going to pay you or not. The other thing that they try to do is to put you under their control. They want to control you. They are very manipulative. They are going to treat you like a pawn in a chessboard. They want you to do their bidding. They want you to do their things. That is number two. They want to manipulate you. Number three is that they have a lot of promises. They will promise you heaven. They will take you through hell. Every single day, you are going to be told that you are going to be paid. But they have no intention of paying you. They will make all kinds of promises. Come Monday, I'll be having a check. I'm going to pay you. Come Tuesday, the managing director is not there. Come Wednesday, the money has not hit the account. Come Thursday, we don't have your details. They have a lot of excuses because they have no intention of paying you. Meanwhile, they will be expecting you to continue delivering, whether it is the goods or the services, or even the software. They will continue using the software. And they have no intention of paying you. It is like the story of the carrot and the donkey. You will be told about the payment, and you'll continue waiting for the payment. So as a business person, it is important for you to understand some of the things that your clients or customers can do to you as far as payment is concerned. Because if you provide whatever you are supplying, whether it is goods or services, and you're not paid, then what that person is doing, they are simply stealing from you. It does not matter whether it is goods or services. If it is services, they are stealing your time. And when you provide services and you are not paid, it amounts to someone killing you. They have taken part of your life. They have used your time. Everybody has 24 hours. Nobody has time to do things, and they are not going to be paid for whatever they did. You would rather even sleep. If it is goods, you bought those goods. And even if you manufactured the goods, you bought the raw materials. So that means they have basically stolen from you. A gangster or a highway robber, there is no difference. There are many ways of stealing from people. There are those people who steal violently. There are those people who steal in a very subtle way. At the end of the day, the victims suffer. So before you start doing any work for anyone, sign a contract and make sure that it's a contract that can be enforced. And every person who is going to give you work, whether it's a client or a customer, always remember, they have potential to be good payers who will tell you to wait, and people who will never pay you. Never look at people and decide that by the way they look, that they're honest. Many people who are very dishonest, if you are asked on the first meeting, you would say that they are very honest. They end up being very dishonest. Those people that you trust are the people who will fail you at the end of the day. We have come to the end of the video, and today we were talking about the kind of payers or the kind of clients or customers who are there as far as payment is concerned. We have said there are those people who are prompt payers. They will pay you 100% of your money. There are those ones who will tell you to wait. They may not pay you all the money. And there's the third category of customers or clients who have no intention of paying you. And if you would want us to help you to identify the kind of clients or customers that you have, just going through some of the actions or some of the acts so that you can be prepared for what they can do to you, the kind of damage that they can do to your business. We are available. Again, the link is in the description. Till next time, stay well.